Our programs include many languages. Please log on to our program's schedule for more details. suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes comprennent des émissions en plusieurs langues. Pour de plus amples informations, consultez suprememastertv.com/schedule.
You know, some people ask me if I'm going to retire. Never. I can't. This is not a job. This is my life work. And I hope and pray that I will still be speaking and writing when I'm 95 years old. It's what we have to do. We have an obligation. We have a responsibility to spread this message.
Continue watching to find out more.
Today's show will be presented in Nepali and English with subtitles in Arabic, Aulasis, also known as Vietnamese, Chinese, English, French, German, Indonesian, Japanese, Korean, Mongolian, Nepali, Persian, Spanish and Thai. नमस्कार विवेकशील दर्शकवृन्द, म रमेश कुमार घिमिरे नेपालको पाटनबाट। यहाँका बासिन्दाहरू प्रार्थना गर्छन् कि समस्त मानव जगत आफ्नो वास्तविक सद्गुण र सुन्दरतासँग परिचित भई आफू ईश्वरको सन्तान हुँ भन्ने कुरा सम्झिन सकुन्। आजको हाम्रो कार्यक्रममा यहाँहरूलाई स्वागत छ, जसमा हामी अनेक पुरस्कारहरूद्वारा सम्मानित भिगन पोषणविद तथा लेखक ब्रेन्डा डेभिसलाई प्रस्तुत गर्दैछौँ। विगत 2 दशकमा ब्रेन्डा डेभिसले 9वटा पुस्तक लेखिसक्नु भएको छ, जसमध्ये 6वटा पुस्तक सर्वाधिक बिक्री भएको पुस्तकको सूचीमा परेका छन्। यी रोचक पुस्तकहरूले असंख्य पाठकहरूलाई भिगन आहारतर्फ रूपान्तरित हुन मद्दत गरेका छन्। तिनीहरूले जनमानसलाई अनुसन्धानमा आधारित ज्ञानको आधारबाट शिक्षित गर्नुका साथै दैनिक जीवनशैलीका लागि व्यावहारिक उपायहरू उपलब्ध गराउँछन्। ब्रेन्डाद्वारा सम्मानित उहाँको प्रेरणा र पेशागत र उपकारी जीवनको नायक रहनुभएका विश्वविख्यात भिगन अग्रणी, अधिवक्ता तथा नयाँ अमेरिकाका लागि आहारका लेखक जोन रोबिन्सले ब्रेन्डाप्रतिको आफ्नो प्रभावलाई यसरी व्यक्त गर्नुभयो।
Brenda Davis is one of the most informed and reliable voices on vegan and vegetarian nutritional issues that I know. When I have questions, she is the expert I go to for clarity. Her knowledge is extraordinary and her work is impeccable.
अब ब्रेन्डालाई उहाँको कार्यबाट निहालौँ। एउटा एकदमै चासोको तथा निकै बहस गरिएको विषय स्वस्थ शरीरका लागि भिगन खानाबाट पर्याप्त क्याल्सियम पूर्ति।
People prior to the advent of using animals for dairy didn't consume any dairy products and managed to get about 2,000 milligrams of calcium a day. So where did it come from? Well, it came from plants, the very same places that we can get our calcium. One of the primary sources of calcium in a vegan diet should be dark green leafy vegetables like kale, napa cabbage, broccoli, and other Chinese greens are wonderful sources of calcium. The calcium in these dark greens that are somewhat lower in oxalic acid, or some are very low in oxalic acid, we absorb about 40 to 70% of the calcium from those foods. Not only that, but they are great sources of vitamin K, which is also very important to bone health. Things like edamame and other legumes, soybeans and white beans, navy beans, black turtle beans are all relatively good sources of calcium. Tahini and almonds in the sort of nut and seed category are good sources. as are some grains. And most of the grains that are a little bit richer in calcium are the pseudo grains like quinoa and amaranth. There is a fair bit, a lot of people don't realize, but an orange has 60 milligrams of calcium. So 2 oranges, 120 milligrams of calcium, that's pretty good. 5 figs has about 150 milligrams of calcium. That's pretty good. Blackstrap molasses, 2 tablespoons provides about the same amount of calcium as what people would get from a cup of cow's milk, almost 300 milligrams. So there really are a lot of sources of calcium in a vegan diet. The trick is we've got to include probably at least 5 or 6 or more servings of these foods a day. Nice thing is that when you don't eat meat, almost everything you eat provides some calcium.
ब्रेन्डाले आवश्यकता परेका मानिसहरूलाई प्रदान गर्ने गहिरो ज्ञानले मात्र नभई आहारको सत्यताको विषयमा मानिसहरूमा जनचेतना जगाउने उहाँको कार्यले हामीलाई थप प्रभावित गरेको छ। अन्तर्वार्तामा ब्रेन्डाले हामीसँग आफ्नो छोराको बाल्यकालको हृदयस्पर्शी घटना स्मरण गर्नुभयो। उहाँको छोराले मासु कसरी प्राप्त हुन्छ भन्ने थाहा पाएपछि देखाएको प्रतिक्रिया।
My son, it was when he was 3 that I decided it was time to explain to him that we didn't eat animals. And we were driving in the car, just he and I told him that the hamburgers at McDonald's were made of cows. And he looked at me like I had just lost it. He said, "Mommy, people don't eat cows." It was like the stupidest thing he had ever heard in his life. I didn't respond at first, and then he said in his little voice, "Do they, Mommy? Do they?" And I can remember when I told him they do, he just started crying. And he said to me something that I'll never forget. He said, "But Mommy, them have eyes. Mommy, them have noses and mouths and ears, and don't they know that cows are people too?" And I understood what he was saying, that they can breathe and think and feel and love and all of those things. That's often the way children just get it, and then we become desensitized. And so your question is, how do we stop the desensitization of our children? And it's really very simple. Be honest, be open, explain to them what goes on in the world. And the most important thing for them is to also not participate in that, and to recognize how precious the animals we share this planet with really are, and how intelligent they are, and how they deserve our love and our respect. Especially, we don't need to contribute to their pain, suffering, or death. Not only do we not need to, we hurt ourselves when we do.
बाल बालिकाहरू स्वभावतः करुणावान हुन्छन्, जस्तो कि ब्रेन्डाको प्यारो सानो छोराले स्पष्टसँग देखाएको छ। तर दुर्भाग्यवश हाम्रो समाजमा बाल बालिकाहरूलाई उनीहरूले स्वभावतः महसुस गर्ने सत्य र तर्कसङ्गत कुराहरूप्रति उनीहरूलाई असंवेदनशील बनाइन्छ। हामी केही समय लिन गइरहेका छौँ। अलिकति सुन्तलाको रस पिउन चाहन्छौँ, जसले हाम्रा जनावर मित्रहरूलाई सुरक्षित राख्दै हाम्रो क्याल्सियम र भिटामिन सी को स्तरलाई बढाउँछ। कृपया सुप्रिम मास्टर टेलिभिजन हेर्दै गर्नुहोला। हाम्रो कार्यक्रममा पुनः स्वागत छ। भिगन विशेषज्ञ, मान्यता प्राप्त पोषणविद तथा लेखक ब्रेन्डा डेभिसको साथमा। एउटा भिगन भएको कारण हाम्रो मनमा सधैँ यो प्रश्न आउने गर्छ, अरू मानिसहरूमा भिगनिजमको सन्देश प्रभावकारी रूपमा कसरी फैलाउन सकिन्छ होला। अब सुन्नुहोस् ब्रेन्डाका प्रज्ञा शब्दहरू, जसले हामीलाई यस अर्थपूर्ण यात्रामा अगाडि बढ्न सहायता गर्नेछ।
To me, for vegans, be respectful, share your food in the most loving way possible, and be an example of compassion. We need to embrace people. We need to widen our circles of compassion, not just for animals, but for our fellow human beings. And that means being respectful. I think that's the most important thing we can do. I can remember a time where I felt very alone. I don't feel alone anymore. And I want you to know that no matter how hard it feels sometimes, it's getting easier. It's way easier today than it was 30 years ago, and it's getting easier because of what you're doing. Don't give up, and be kind, be compassionate. Remember where you were a few years back. It doesn't mean they're not a kind person, they're not a compassionate person. Most people are very kind and compassionate. They just haven't widened those circles of compassion to the extent where they're including the animals yet. But they may change with your kind and compassionate influence. Coming back to my son, he ended up studying environmental sciences in university, and I can remember him telling me in his 4th year, his professor had every student in the class calculate their carbon footprint. And he, at the time lived quite a ways from the school, so he was driving a car into the school, and many of his friends were biking in and having these little 1-minute showers and being real environmentalists. When they all calculated their carbon footprint, my son's was less than half what anybody else's was. And the other students were just upset. They said, "But sir, he drives his car and we're riding our bikes." And the professor said, "Read my lips. He doesn't eat meat." And so, the students got it. So he's incorporating that message that meat is highly energy, water, intensive. And so this is starting to be a part of what we're hearing in school curriculum. So this is really exciting for me.
कस्तो उत्कृष्ट सन्देश। हामी यस्तो दिनको पर्खाइमा छौं जब स्थायित्व सम्बन्धी सत्यता हरेकको जीवनको हिस्सा बन्नेछ।
Some people ask me if I'm going to retire. Never. I can't. This is not a job. This is my life work. And I hope and pray that I will still be speaking and writing when I'm 95 years old. It's what we have to do. We have an obligation. We have a responsibility to spread this message. Oh, if I would have one wish, it would be that I could take the blinders off the entire human population and stop the slaughter of animals. It would change everything. It would change everything for billions of other creatures, for the planet, and for human health. So I would shut down every single slaughterhouse and stop this production, this animal production. We've created a system of cruelty that if somebody from another planet was looking in, they wouldn't believe what we are doing. We have animal concentration camps all over the world that are the most horrendous, cruel institutions imaginable. I just wish everyone could see that.
ब्रेन्डा डेभिसप्रति हामी हाम्रो भित्री मनदेखि कदर प्रकट गर्दछौँ। मानवतालाई अगाडि बढाउन यस्तो उदाहरणीय प्रेरणा बन्नु भएकोमा हामी कामना गर्दछौँ तपाईलाई यस महान कार्यमा सबै स्वर्गदूतहरूले सहयोग गरून् र स्वर्गको असीमित प्रेममा तपाईको करुणामय कामनाले सफलता प्राप्त गरोस्। ब्रेन्डा डेभिसको पुस्तक र उहाँको कार्यको बारेमा थप जानकारी प्राप्त गर्न कृपया हेर्नुहोस् brendadevisrd.com। सद्गुणी दर्शकवृन्द, यसका साथै हाम्रो 2 भागको जानकारीमूलक कार्यक्रम यही सकिन्छ। यसपछि आउँदैछ बौद्ध कथाहरू, भिक्षु बन्नुको पुण्य। 8 भाग मध्येको 6औं भाग गुरु र शिष्यहरू बीचमा उल्लेखनीय समाचारपछि मानिसहरूको सद्गुणहरू प्रतिको तपाईको विश्वास दिन प्रतिदिन बढी नै रहोस्। Virtuous viewers, this concludes our informative 2-part program. Coming up next is Buddhist Stories, The Merit of Becoming a Renunciate, Part 6 of 8, on Between Master and Disciples, right after noteworthy news. May your faith and belief in humankind's goodness grow day by day.
For more details and to check out our schedule for language availability, please visit suprememastertv.com/VEG and suprememastertv.com/schedule.